Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As many of you are aware, we currently have a hurricane sitting out in the Gulf, or it's a tropical storm that's building into a hurricane. So we don't know at this point how strong it's going to be, but we do know that it is very large. So it's probably going to be dumping a lot of rain and it's going to be a lot of flooding. So this morning I'm doing a little bit of hurricane prep. Not concerned about the house, the way we built this new one after the last one was destroyed by Ian. It's probably not going to have any issues, but what I am taking care of right now is making sure that we have enough water, because we have food, but we lose power, we have a well, no water. So, and also I've been noticing when I go to the store, people are panic buying just pallets of water. And I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I was talking about their water purchases. And I said, you know, you're spending a lot of money on water. Well, sure I am, but you know, I gotta make sure my family's gonna have enough to drink. It's worth it. Okay, valid point. But I mentioned to him that, you know, I bet you have a bunch of empty containers at home that you could be filling because you currently have running water. And I saw a little light flicker behind his eyes, and he kind of realized, like, oh wow, you know, I really could be doing that. Thank you for the advice. So anyway, I'm gonna give everyone watching this channel the same advice this morning. There's no need to wait until the last minute and then panic and go out and spend all your money at the stores. I did spend some money on jugs like these. This was something I bought after Ian, and I filled it from my hand pump well that I had installed at the time, and so we always had water on hand. However, hand pump well, no filter, shallow well in Florida, that just means salt-free, rusty water. So we ended up getting the Big Berkey. This thing is a lifesaver. It will filter a couple of gallons, well, about a gallon an hour on average, as long as the water is not too bad. And we had enough water filling this every hour or two to make sure that we had enough water to drink. We could make coffee, we could cook. This filtered all of our water. What it has on the inside has these 4 charcoal filters. You just fill the top, set it on the base. The charcoal filters let the water flow through. That's a slow drip, which is why it takes about an hour per gallon. But then you've got your water container at the bottom with your spigot. It's a very simple design, but without that, we would have been in a world of hurt. So I'm glad this thing is around. Water containers. Like I said, I have these water jugs that I was filling. I'm in southern Florida. Let's be honest, everybody here has empty soda bottles. What's wrong with putting water in that? You got a stock pot? This is what we use for hot water canning. Well, that'll hold about 4 gallons. That's good for one person for 4 days. Do you have a hot water heater? Let me show you what I mean about that. Here we go. This is my water heater. This holds 50 gallons of water. You come all the way down here to the base. You see that little pipe right there? It's got that little valve on the top. That's how you let water out. You get yourself a little section of garden hose, screw it on there. When you are ready to fill your jug or whatever it is you're keeping your water in, just open the valve and fill it up. So that's something most people don't think about with the water heater. 50 gallons of water sitting right there you could use. People in emergencies will sit there going thirsty, not even realizing they've got drinkable water right there in their laundry room. The laundry room in my case, it might be somewhere else in your case, but you got a bathtub, fill it up. It's good for toilet flushing. We have a 400-gallon stock tank right behind the house that is kept full from rainwater, so it's going to be really full this weekend. But we have a pool filter on it, and we have a little floaty flamingo in there that keeps the water clean, and I call it the redneck hot tub. But I mean, there's 400 gallons of water right there. It's great for sanitation, great for toilet flushing. Not so great for drinking, obviously, because it's got chlorine in it. But you know, another good thing you can have is a stock tank. Let it fill with rainwater, use it in the event of an emergency. There's so many different ways you can have water on hand. Now, also, you want to consider food, non-perishables. These are mushrooms that I dehydrated last year, so still good to go, but the missing component here is water. So if you are in a situation like a post-hurricane, no power, no water situation, and you're wanting to make a meal, you don't really want to go for your dehydrated stuff because you're going to use your precious water that you need for drinking to rehydrate your, in this case, mushrooms. So what I got here, well, that's a single serving of carrots right there. And what's that sitting in? That's water. You know, you can always make canned soups. It's not going to give you a ton of water, but it's at least got some in it. So going for the canned goods instead of the dehydrated stuff in a situation where you're low on water might be a good idea. So anyway, it's all just things that I'm trying to get people that I know around this area to think about, because I watch them and it's just insane the way they react to these storms and the things they do when it's not that difficult, it's not that complicated. You know, fill your containers, have your canned goods, you should be okay. Propane, another good thing to have. If you have a grill, you can cook your food on the grill. If you don't have propane, have a fire pit. You can cook on a stick. In my case, I've got a little grate that I can sit over my fire pit and I can cook right over a fire. There's going to be lots of branches that are going to be available for burning. So anyway, that's just a little bit of the way I look at things when it comes to hurricane preparedness and just using common sense. So anyway, as always, if you're enjoying this content, please give me a like, give me a subscription, give me a comment, and I always answer my comments. And have a great day. Thank you.